Tenses. Hello, welcome to another video. This video is on tenses. Before we talk about tenses, we should know what we mean by parts of speech. Every sentence is made up of words, and these words have specific roles they play in the sentence. Tenses are very much well associated to verbs. Verbs are mostly action words. A tense shows the time the action took place, whether it's taking place now or it will take place later or it has already taken place. Each verb has three different forms: the past form of a verb and the past participle form. And the normal positive form or infinite form. There are regular verbs and irregular verbs. For regular verbs, like the word or the verb to walk, the past form, like all regular verbs, you will only have to add ed, and same for the past participle. For irregular verbs, like the word and the verb to go, the past form is went and the past participle form is gone. Tenses can be grouped this way: the past, the present, and the future. There are four main kinds. We can talk about the simple tenses, talk about the continuous tenses, then talk about perfect tenses. And finally, perfect continuous. We start with the simple tenses. Let's start with the present simple present tense. Simple present tense is usually used for an activity or an action that takes place every day, every time, or on routine basis. For example, I can say, I go to school. This could mean I go to school every day, or I go to school every Monday, or I go to school every Tuesday, or I go to school every week. It simply means I go to school. Now, in the past tense, I would say I went to school. As you can see, the only difference between these two sentences is the verb. Go has changed to went as the past form of the verb to go. I went to school means specifically I know the time I went to school, and that time is past. And in the simple future tense, I will say I will go to school, which means it has not happened yet. The auxiliary verb will is added to go to make it the future tense. For future tense, you just need to bring will or shall, usually will, and you add the normal form of the verb, which is go to school. Another sentence, I could say, I will do my work. Now we move on to the continuous tense, which is also called progressive. Just as the name suggests, progressive means it is still ongoing. So I could say, in the present continuous tense, I could say, I am going. Whilst in the past continuous tense, I'll say, I was going. Now this means something that happened in the past and it was happening. So I could say, I was going to school when I met your mother. That means whilst I was still in the process of going to school, I met your mother. And in the future continuous tense, I'll say, I will be going. Now, I will be going means that, or I could in a sentence, another sentence which will make more sense, I will be sleeping at 10. It has not happened yet. That means that if you try calling me at 10 o'clock, I will be in the process of sleeping. Then we move on to perfect tenses. The first we will look at is the present perfect tense. Now the structure for the present perfect tense is your noun or your subject, followed by have, the auxiliary verb, or has, depending on the subject, whether it's singular or plural. Then the past participle form of the verb. So in an example, I could say, I have gone to school. Sorry, I ran out of space. Now it's very important, and I could also say she has gone to school. Now the question is, what's the difference between this saying she has gone to school and she went to school? She went to school is in the past, and usually it has happened in a particular point in the past that the event happened. You could say she went to school yesterday, but you cannot say she has gone to school yesterday. She has gone to school is somewhere between now and the past, so it happened not so long ago, but you can't really specify specifically the time that the event happened. That is when to use the present perfect tense. To master and be more fluent in English language, you need to master the perfect tenses, especially the present perfect tense. Look at the past perfect tense. The past perfect tense is an event that has happened not so long ago before another event. Example, I would say, I had left the room before he walked in. So you cannot say I have left the room before he walked in. Once there's an event that is happening before another event, you have to use the past perfect tense. And finally, we look at the future perfect tense. An example in the future perfect tense, I'll say, I will have left the room. Pay attention to the structure. You have the word will, have, and the past participle form of the word. And finally, we look at the progressive tenses in the perfect tenses. That's the perfect, progressive tenses or perfect continuous tenses. In another video, we'll go into much details. In this video, we are just looking at the structures and how we form them. Present perfect continuous tense will go like I have been working hard. Now, most importantly, you need to have or has depending on the subject. The word been, that's the past participle of the word to be, and then the continuous form of the verb you are using, that's with the ing. And in the past perfect continuous tense, I'll say I had been working hard. And this should be before another event. Before I've been working hard before what happened? Before I lost my hand. And finally, in the future perfect continuous tense, I'll say I will have been working here for 6 years in July. And this surely means we are not yet in July. July is in the future ahead of us. By July, I will have been working in this company for 6 years. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it. We'll have another video and go into details with each particular tense. Please try and like and subscribe to this channel. Take care.